Traders, welcome back to another Relentless recap. Guys, as you're tuning in, be sure to hit that thumbs up, and if you're a new viewer, consider subscribing to the channel. So we're going to talk about how we were able to get green today. It's a nice solid day. Definitely much needed after the slump and struggles here of the last 2 weeks of slow momentum and red days. All right, we're getting back on track, and on Monday we're looking to size back up a little bit if we can continue to see good opportunities. We're going to be coming in and we're going to be looking for all the smoke. Now, before we go over the disclaimer and we talk about the patterns and setups that I traded today, let's quickly jump over here and spin the wheel. All right, so I did mention, for those of you guys who are in the Discord as elite members, I am giving away a free course membership. So one lucky person is going to receive a ton of value, and you're going to be able to gain access to the community in a much higher level. All right, so, and of course, you might even become the person who wins this trip. Who knows? All right, for those of you who don't know, of course, we have a let's say I have a day trading membership slash course that you can join if you're interested in learning how to trade. And so today we're giving away a membership. Let's spin that wheel, baby. Drum roll, please. Steve L. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, wow. Oh, my God. Steve L. Hey, Steve L. I'm so sorry, man. Man. Plato the Trader. Plato the Trader has won. Wow. So, Plato, hit me up and let's get you taken care of behind the scenes, all right? And hopefully you see this recap, because if you don't, within, let's say, by Friday of next week, we'll spin it again for someone else. So hopefully you're watching on, and hopefully you are here. In fact, to be fair, I'll reach out to you. Of course, I'll reach out to you. But yeah, shout out, you have won the raffle. All right, coming into the recap. And by the way, coupon code Miami for 40% off for anybody else who might be interested. Um, let's talk about the day. Let's talk about the stocks that were moving. So yesterday, you guys, if you, unless you're living under a rock, you heard of FFIE. All right, FFIE ticker symbol. This stock was absolutely strong and impressive. Going over the last couple of days, from about 15 cents up to 3.90 before coming down with a very brutal backside, might I say. Very brutal backside right here. But yesterday, in fact, yesterday I thought the stock was much more aggressive and better to trade than it was today. But we were more prepared, right? A lot of the times, how you perform has to do with your preparation, your availability, and, understanding the type of market that you're in, right? And so, I think ultimately that's what's going to allow us to get a better day. So we're going to talk a little bit about the patterns that I looked at here on this one, and then we'll look at the disclaimer, and then we'll take a look at AKAN and CRKN, some of the other cheaper stocks. So FFIE, let's look at this one. Initially starting off with a red to green. And so, one of the issues that I have when it comes to looking at this particular pattern is that I love to look at stocks that are uptrending. And so at 9:30 a.m., when this starts to sell off, 9:31, 9:32, I am typically looking for something moving up, which in this case happened to be CRKN, right? If we look at this stock, the complete opposite, green candles going higher, right? So when I switch away, opportunity does cost. And this happens to me a ton. And some days it's a little frustrating, but we come back. What this means is that I'll be missing this move on this red to green. And you ask yourself, hey, Relentless, what would you look for if you were watching at this stock here at the very beginning? Well, something very subtle. And so far we've been going down without seeing any sort of relief bounce. So we get a bottoming wick here, which in itself is a small, I wouldn't say discrepancy, but something to notice on the candlesticks, right? And we did have a bit of a bottoming wick here initially, but what makes this area more interesting is that the 1 minute candle actually makes the new high, and it's a different, it's a break in trend from going down, going down, going down Hey, a candle made a new high. Are we on to something? These are the areas I'd be watching. And this did go from 234 up here to 270. Baby pullback, 1 minute pullback, red candle, and then nice move up all the way up to 295. So FFIE, beautiful red to green, beautiful 1 minute candle making a new high. Aggressive pullback here. Let's bring on the show trades to see where I came into play. I believe it was a little in the consolidation, and then I attempted for the move up. Perhaps a quick refresh. Sometimes this thing isn't working. Yeah, it's still not showing. I guess we can check the timestamps here. FFIE, when did we get involved? So CRKN all the way through and through up until about 9:42 to 9:50. So about 10 minutes of this one. We switched away and then came back. So 9:42. Okay, there we go. There's the show trades. About time. So we came in. You can see a lot of trades came during the consolidation. I think that's something I also have to watch out for. Being a little bit more careful after missing a front side move. This happened to me a ton too last week, right? This is the move I really want to trade. This green move right here. This, you can say this is backside. Is there an opportunity here to capture some trade? And this is what I'm looking for a lot of the times too is, can I be in capturing some of the lower wicks, like that, and then selling a little higher. But sometimes it's tricky because you can see here, none of these candlesticks really had just one low. Even if we put a trend line here, I guess you can say, okay, a lower here initially, well, okay, maybe two candlesticks. So we came into this zone twice, a third time, but you can see it is a little tricky. Sometimes you overshoot the landing zone. This time it didn't come down all the way right here. It's a little below, right? These three areas. So this is where you could get caught off guard trying to buy the zone and the stock not respecting the level as well, right? So a lot of this could be chop if you're not careful. So I eased off, I'm looking away. I missed the big move up. I come back, a lot of the same, right? But through and through, we did see a good move here from this double bottom. We had a bit of a flag here, a bit of a wedge. It did come down before going, but aggressive move up. And this can be tricky sometimes because, you might think the stock is selling off a little bit. But it curled back up aggressively here and pushed all the way up to 85. And we did see resistance in this previous level. But, taking a ton of scalp trades, looking for a couple cents at a time, hey, we're seeing resistance 85, but this thing seems to be holding up 75. I'm back in. Can we see a bounce? Right? We bounce up here to 79, couple cents. Down to 71, we bounce back up to 80. Where I could have done better on this stock was these extended candlesticks. This one, here, here. A lot of times you can identify the bottom, especially here too. Like you can identify the bottom of these when it's much more aggressive versus the the more of a grind in this range, right? Because the move is quick and decisive. Here we're kind of slow and grindy. When there's a bigger candle, the move is usually quicker and decisive. And the key is to not get caught in the move up, because this is where I sometimes can have a problem. Is if I'm buying for a breakout and then I get caught in the flush, it discourages me from buying back. But watching at these lower levels, I mean, look at how many times this thing is going to bounce up. And look at how quick the bounces are right here, right? Less than 1 minute, less than 1 minute. Right here, okay, over a little bit of time, but still a small bounce, even if I'm selling in the first green candle, right? Right here, less than 1 minute, right back up. Right here, less than 1 minute, right back up. And these are the key levels when it comes to the panic flush and the VWAP dip. So, coming out of this bit of a slump, I'm looking forward to attacking more of these trades. Sometimes you adjust the game plan a little bit as you're going through a funk to not take on as much risk as you would like. So there's that. But, coming in Monday, we're looking to be a little bit more aggressive when it comes to attacking the entries, right? So dips are going to come back on the table. We just got to be careful to get those exaggerated dips and not the grinding dips. Be careful. Look, make sure I identify between the two. And once I see it, I know, I recognize. It's a matter of being confident and jumping in. Tight stops. That's FFIE. Again, quick couple of trades here and there throughout the move. Capitalizing right here is another good example of one of the patterns here, wedge. Bottoming wicks. This is one of the cleaner ones. Nice move up. Again, quick flag. Nice move up. How many times have I shown this type of thing in a recap, right? Hundreds of times. So before we continue, let's just remember the disclaimer. Day trading is risky business, guys. If you're new to the markets, even if you've been around the markets and you're not consistently hitting your marks, you're not consistently raking in gains, it's best to use small size, best to use risk money, best to use a simulator. Protect yourself as you go through the learning curve. Other than that, remember the live streams are never a reason to try and copy trade. And then lastly, I do not invest for my subscribers, which means I'll never message you first randomly to start a conversation. A lot of fake accounts. Be careful out there, all right? So again, hit that thumbs up if you have not already. And let's take a look at CRKN and AKAN. CRKN, this one made a move yesterday and was quite aggressive, right? Quite aggressive yesterday, going from about 9 cents up to 53 cents. Today we continued in after hours. Well, let's say yesterday in after hours and then in pre-market. And I actually, believe it or not, forgot to put my trend lines up earlier, but I still kept it up on the charts above. And this was the indicator for my entry here for the opening surge. Break over this descending trend line and break of 43 really. So the moment I saw this thing, I got in gear and I started going crazy. No, not too crazy because my size could have been much bigger. When I'm fully out of trader rehab, I'll be back with my share size aggressive. And Monday will be the start of that, right? Monday we're gonna come in, we're gonna see what the temperature is, and if it's hot, we're gonna push it. And if things are going good by Wednesday, we should be back to where we need to be when it comes to aggression. Because you guys have seen it before, right? Us taking huge size today was not that type of day for me. So 6,000 shares, and this is what I use throughout this move here. So I'm gonna recognize that this one is hold on, let's come back a little bit. I'm gonna recognize that this one is moving up. So I'm using 5,000 share blocks. I'm gonna get in here as the green is hitting the tape for the break of 43. I'm gonna add, and hey, can we see that move up? Can we see that push through? There's 44, not looking bad. We got a few sellers 44. I'm gonna throw half of the order on the ask to sell, and now I'm watching to see if the rest of the position can push through 45. Can we keep going? I'm gonna take it off, and start the day nice 150. Break of 45 as the green is hitting the tape on those big sellers again, and just taking a couple cents. I mean, I honestly did not expect this thing to keep going. I thought, that would have been it. And so that was the opening surge move right there. As this thing just took off over that trend line, over that high. Break of 43. I'm in. And you can see the move was really short lived, right? But was enough to still get some sort of profits, right? And that was the key here, being in and, taking the gains, and very grateful for this sweet move here. It was short lived, but still very good. And we did have a nice dip here. I believe I caught this dip at 48. Did I catch this dip at 940? Let's double check on that. Perhaps I didn't. Okay, maybe I did not. Okay, it doesn't look like I caught that dip. But yeah, this one was a little short lived. It came back down, and that was it. But $800, we'll take that. But the backside of these stocks were brutal today, man. The backsides were brutal. Short sellers dream. 72% drop. Absolutely insane. And by the way, this should be a 3-minute chart. Not sure what it's doing on the 1 minute. And I'm not even seeing it. 5 day, 1 minute. Why did I? No, I don't need that. I guess we can put it right here. Edit, intraday, today, 3 minutes. Today, 3 minutes. There we go. All right, yeah, and we got to make sure to show our daily chart some love too, right? Hold up, hold up. Here we go. We got to show the daily chart some love, man. Got to show the daily chart some love out here. But yeah, CRKN wasn't bad, and then we had AKN, another cheaper stock. So when it comes to the flags, the wedges, this one also gave a few more opportunities. So coming off of a small red to green down here, right? A little sideways consolidation. Once this thing started to push up, man, beautiful move here. Green candle after green candle, and then a quick bull flag, a quick pullback, right? Lows around 41, and then a move up to 47. I mean, just very aggressive from 41 all the way up to 47, and then pushing all the way up to 59 eventually for new highs. So another beautiful day, and this is the second day in a row that I'm saying the only thing that I could have done differently was used more size. So I'm going to continue to use more size until the market tells me to not to. So Monday, I don't know if I want to go all the way back to the full aggression, but I think I want to ease into it, which is why I'm saying by Wednesday. But we'll see. I mean, if the day is a really good day and we really get a stock that, fits our description and our criteria of what we like, then I'll be ready. I'll be ready. But yeah, this was the day, guys. Don't want to make it too long. We're already pushing 17 minutes. Hit that thumbs up. Shout out to the winner, Plato, the trader, right? Uh, Congrats. I'm gonna send you a message and I'm gonna hook you up. I mean, there's so much value in what this giveaway is, right? And what we're doing here. So I hope you utilize it. I hope you enjoy it. And if you do become wildly successful, you owe me a steak dinner. I'm saying that right here, right now. I should have said it at the beginning of the video too, but you owe me a steak dinner. Uh, if you win, if you end up doing very well, and the material is there, but we don't guarantee success because trading is still hard, and there's still a lot of mental things that we have to deal with, right? And different people face different demons every day when they show up to the markets, but we do feel confident in the material, and so if you put in that time, there's going to be a good chance that you can succeed, right? And that's all we really need as entrepreneurs is a chance, man. If I know there's a chance that I can do well as a trader and I can get this thing done, then I'll give myself the best shot. But yeah, hit that thumbs up, stay safe, stay green. Check out those links down below. Once again, Momo Pro, one of the best scanners in the game, now featuring halt levels and real-time halts. You guys can check it out. Code Relentless for 25% off for 6 months. Other than that, you can check out the chat room, which did have another good day today. Shout out to the chat room. If we come down here and we scroll back up and we check out some of these diagrams, shout out to the traders like Dynamo who are being aggressive here. 40,000 shares. BMAC, hey, 15K blocks up to 45,000 shares. Some aggressive trading here from the team. I mean, I don't know. Marcelo mentioned this, right? For per community, this has to be one of the most profitable communities per capital, right? Per or capita per person, right? I mean, there's a lot of profitable traders here, right? Shout out to the team, man. Shout out to the team. BMAC Dynamo, these guys holding it down. Shout out to the team. We got Crispy Trades in the building, Cactus Rob, all reliable and consistent here. I mean, just shout out to the team, man. All the orange names are the students, or rather, what's that? Purple names, pink, purple, whatever color it is. These are all the students. So We got the Broster getting it done. Getting it done. Let's see. BEND, Way to go, man. Dan, small red day. Monday, we're going to look to get back on track. Danny P in the building. Small green today. Way to go, man. Beam has been getting it done. Beam has absolutely been crushing it these last couple of days. A little tricky, but ending green on most of these days. And that's what we like to see. SF in the building. $800, man. And I keep saying this, we have to do a better job and we have to work with more speed. We got to do these interviews, honest interviews, and success stories as well, right? So you guys get to see everything. People who might want to give feedback and say, hey, we need more of this and such, right? We do have the suggestion box, but still, Marcelo, one of the other mentors as well, getting it done, right? So look forward to the MMU Q&A on Sunday, right? For all the students. Mr. Man is in the building in the sim, practicing, getting it done. Tim, I mean, guys, this is what the Relentless trading community is. And you can see those red P&Ls too. We're not just posting green P&Ls only. When we're struggling, we're also posting, we're being transparent. But shout out to the team, shout out to the community, stuff like this, man. 2024, working and looking to become consistent. Just beautiful, lovely. This is what we want to see. Beam went from red earlier to green. Shay, shout out to Shay, man. Shay looks like she's getting it done as well. Smaller size, practicing, working hard. This is what we love to see. And also programming the mind to the share size to know what it will be when the time comes after sizing up, This is what I'm talking about, man. Dynasty, the list goes on. Shout out to Ken W, right? Nice week from Ken W here. Beautiful consistency. This is what we love from the team. Green Dream. Even some of the students doing better than I am, as you guys are seeing here, right? I gotta up my game or I'm gonna be left in the dust here. So I'm looking forward to coming out of trader rehab. Lucas, well, no, hey, I'm gonna end it there. I can keep going. I can keep going. I can keep going on and on and on. Shout out to the team. Shout out to the Relentless Trading community. Shout out to the Discord. You guys are getting it done, man. Way to go. Way to go. All right, this is where I'm going to end it. Stay safe, stay green. I'll catch you guys in the next one.